If you look around the world today, it's not difficult to see that it's polluted. Not just the environment, but the political systems and the economic systems as well. These are harsh words, but they're true. Our oceans are afloat with hundreds of square miles of plastic waste. Our forests that are the lungs of the world are being depleted. Countries and nations are on the brink of economic disaster. Economic agencies which are supposed to serve the interests of people instead choke nations with debt obligations which keep hundreds of millions of people in poverty. Politicians who are supposed to serve the interests of the people help the rich and powerful while ignoring the needs of the common man and woman. How will these problems be solved? No government, no army, no corporation or group of powerful men can really change these conditions. So the question is, who can change these conditions? The answer may surprise you. It is the people of this world. But the methods of the past may solve one problem in one part of the world, help one nation or country for a time, but the record of achievement in really solving global problems is very poor. So a new method must be found and used. It revolves around proven facts, which many people are aware of, but have not yet applied to global problems on a global scale. What are these facts? Well, they start with the idea that to think is to create. This is not new to the world. Hundreds of years ago it was said, "We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think." But how does this apply to solving planetary problems? Well, the next link is seen in the work of a Japanese scientist who studied water molecules, Masaru Emoto. One of the experiments he did involved taking a sample of water that was polluted and photographing it. He then had a group of people surround the water and focus on positive thoughts for a few minutes. He photographed the water molecule again, and instead of the distorted image seen when it was polluted, it now showed a clear crystalline image. This is an illustration of how thoughts can literally affect matter. Now, this type of action is not consciously used by many people in their daily lives, but there are some who know it to be true and do make it part of their daily living. How does this all relate to our polluted planet, you ask? Well, this world is 2/3 water, so in a way, it is one giant water molecule, the size of a planet, and it is a polluted water molecule. What if enough people applied the same principle to the planet as was applied to the polluted water molecule? Could it be that some change for the better would occur? We think so, and this is the main focus of the Planetary Peace broadcast. We plan to have a 24-hour broadcast on December 21st of this year, and in the last 10 minutes of the broadcast, ask every viewer and listener to focus on positive thoughts about our planet, its inhabitants, and the creator of this and every other world.
The Maharishi effect, which basically the square root of 1% of a population can have an impact on the whole population. And so we determined that was about 133 people for Austin.
Well, you say creating and broadcasting a 24-hour program is one thing, but how do you know that the desired effect of reducing the pollution on this planet will occur? The answer is we do not. But that the sponsors of the Planetary Peace broadcast believe we must try. For if we don't, the chances of this world surviving without major environmental, political, and economic disasters is very slim. And from another perspective, if the inhabitants of this world come together for a few minutes and focus on positive and loving thoughts, how would that harm anyone? I think you understand what we're trying to say. Now it's time for you to decide whether you believe in what we are trying to create or not. We can't share a lot more in this brief video, but if you visit our website at planpeace.org, you'll find more information on what we are doing and how you can participate. We invite you to be a participant in uniting humanity for a brief time to begin the process of ending the pollution on this planet, the environmental, the economic, and political pollution we live with. If what we're doing is effective, We may not see some miraculous instant change, but what if we change the course of the planet in these areas, and we saw the brotherhood and sisterhood of men and women slowly become the reality for all 7 billion inhabitants? That would be a miracle. A miracle we can co-create through the Planetary Peace broadcast.